Hey, thanks for joining. My name is Peter Clark, and I'm here to train you or teach you a little bit about how to use Calendly to schedule interviews. So we'll go through it real quick. So most of you probably are looking for hiring salespeople or entry-level salespeople, but this training is really good for anybody that's using to look into using Calendly to schedule interviews. So I'll go over a basic training. So the first thing you need to do is to create an account. Usually you'll go to the admin for your company that oversees IT and tech software. But go to your admin, tell them that you need a Calendly account. And then once you get a username and password, you'll be able to log into Calendly and this will be your dashboard. You can also go to Calendly and just create your own account. But I recommend using your admin at your company. So once you're at your dashboard and you got your username and login, first things first, I recommend putting a photo up. So if you go to this top right, there won't be a photo there if you have a new account. You'll click on this, you'll go to profile, and then you'll have this will be blank and you'll have the option to upload a photo. Very similar to any website or social media that you use now where you can upload a photo. So very similar to LinkedIn, for example. So you're just going to upload a photo. I keep the photo professional and similar or on brand to where you're working. You can then add a welcome message and additional information, but really the photo is the main thing that you want to do here. You're going to go to save changes, and then your photo will be all set up. All right. Once you do that, you can go to My Link. So you're going to hit on My Link, and this will allow you to customize your URL for your Calendly account. So you can put anything here, you can change it. There's mine, but you want a customized link or account link. Once you do that, you will go back home to your dashboard, and this is where you're going to create the event. So go to New Event Type right here. You're going to click on that. Now, most of you are probably looking to use this for interviews, and some of you like in-person individual interviews, one-on-one interviews, or you like group interviews. So you have to decide that now if you're going to do a one-to-one interview or a group interview. Quite a few of you will be optioning the one-to-one interview. So you click on this, and then you're going to choose the host, which is most likely you, and then you're going to go to the next thing. You're going to name your event. So you're going to want to put your company name. And then I like, if it's an in-person interview, which it most likely will be, I like to say in-person interview. And then I like to put my name. For entry-level sales reps, I usually do 15 minutes because usually it's not 100% show rate. So 15 minutes is a good option for me. And I let people schedule every 15 minutes with me. I then click on in-person interview and I'm going to put the address. So whatever the address is, full address. And then you could do additional information here. And you might say, if it's hard to find, you might say it's across the street from, or you could say it's on the second story of. If it helps to give additional information to find the location, to find the office for the interview, you can put it here and then you just hit update. You're going to hit continue and it's going to bring you here. So you can kind of see what the calendar looks like for you for your event. And you can customize it by going through these settings. So you already did kind of the event details, but you could add additional information in here. For example, description instructions, you might say, please park in this parking spot or this parking area. You might want to say, thank you so much for taking the time to schedule an interview with me. I look forward to meeting you. If you want to learn more about me, here's a link. There's a link option to my LinkedIn, my Instagram. Again, keep those professional. And then you could even put in a link, a URL to your company website. So this is a great option for giving candidates more information on how to get there, what to expect, and kind of that will help them be better prepared. You can then go to host and invitees. I'm just going to leave this as is because I'm the host. And then you're going to go to schedule settings. This is really important. So for me, I only like to do 7 days out for entry-level salespeople. And then you can see how that's reflected in the calendar here. You can do within a certain date range and you could do indefinitely into the future. But for me, 7 days out is great. You're then going to go to this to customize your schedule. And then I like to do specific hours here. Sorry, I go here, and then I'm going to edit for the entire event. So this will affect the entire event. Mondays are usually not the greatest day for interviews, so I'm going to exit out. Fridays usually work okay, but for me, I might focus on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And usually between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. are the best times to do interviews, in my opinion, for entry-level sales reps. And you might want to do like an early day, maybe Wednesdays 9 to 1, right? Give people options. That's always good. And then you might be really free on Thursdays and leave it open most of the day. But you can customize it to whatever works for you. You're going to hit your time zone. You're going to hit save and close. Now, some people like to do buffer times in case they get a lot of people to sign up. For me, entry-level sales reps, I don't need any buffer times. I like to as many people to schedule with me as possible. You do minimum notice, which is good because you might need to plan and prepare for if people are coming in for interviews. I think 8 hours is enough, and that gives you time to prepare in case someone kind of scheduled last minute. You could do daily limit if you want. I recommend not doing that. I like to see as many people as I can. And then you're going to go to time zone display, use invitees. That's fine. But really what you want to do is lock the time zone. So you want to lock the time zone if it's an in-person interview, and it'll display their time zone in their event if it's locked, and this will be locked for the in-person interview. So that's really important that you do. You can do start time increments. You can change this if you want. I'll just leave it as is. The next thing you're going to do is do booking page options. So if you go here, you can see your link here. And then the name, this is the form that the candidate will fill out when they're scheduling a time to meet with you. Now, I highly recommend that you or anyone that is on your team that's involved in interviews, you use the link after you've created the event and go through the process as if you're a candidate so you can see what their experience is. So if they click on the link to schedule a time with you, they'll click on the time, they'll be brought to this form. They're going to put down their name and email. This will allow them to add guests or not. This is good if you are running a referral program and you might kind of know someone that you've invited in for an interview, and you might give them the option of bringing a couple friends in as referrals. For me, I like to add this really important question, and that's the phone number. So you hit add question, and I go phone number. You can make this a required question, leave it just as one line so they can put it in. It's turned on and hit done. Okay, you're not collecting their payments or anything else, so you just kind of go off and go to the next thing. So save and close. And then the next thing will be the communication. So you click here. This is a very powerful tool. And if we look at this, you'll email reminders. So you can customize this and have email reminders sent out to the candidates to remind them of the interview. So if you click here, you turn it to on, and then that will just be standard and you don't have to do anything else. But really you might want to customize it. So you're going to go to edit. And this is what they see if you don't do anything. So you could put things in here, for example, like location. You might want to say, right next to or across from, or it's on the second floor of this building. You could also put more information of, for example, you might want to say, hey, really nice to meet you. Thank you so much for taking the time to schedule with me. Here is more information about me and the company. You could also put expectations. Please arrive 5 minutes early, bring a resume, that type of thing. Now, this is set to go out 24 hours in advance, which I like, but I like to put another email reminder. And so I hit add another, and I do 2 hours in advance. This is usually enough time for them to still get ready and come to the interview if for some reason they got distracted and forgot. And usually 2 hours is enough for them to do that. So that looks pretty good. If you have a specific cancellation policy, you could put that here. And you hit save and close. You could also do text reminders. So you hit here, you turn it to on. And then if you want to edit it, you can do the same thing. So you hit edit. I like to do 2 hours of text reminders as well. And again, you can customize the message. So you hit save and close, and that is all set up. You could also do email follow-ups. So if you haven't watched or listened to my how to do an interview training on the same YouTube channel, you could watch that because I talk about how to follow up with candidates. So again, you click on these, you turn it to on, and you can go to edit, and you might want to customize this and say, really appreciate the time that we spoke about the role. Would love to hear more. Would love to connect with you in 24 hours. I'll give you a call. You know, whatever your expectation is that you're setting for them on how you're going to follow up with them. 1 hour is pretty soon. So 1 hour is pretty soon. So I'll do 2 hours and then hit save and close. And then you could put, add this to a workflow, but you hit save and close. And then your event is all set up. So this is set, it's all customized. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna hit share, and then you're gonna hit copy link, and you're all set. So what you'll do is you'll have that link. You could share it. Again, I use a lot of evergreen events because I do evergreen roles and I work on them. You could do this as a temporary link or partially or set link. But you can see the event is on your link here. And then if for some reason you lose, you can say the event is on your dashboard here and your link is right here in case you do it. You just hit share, you hit copy, and you can send that link out to your candidates so that this can schedule time with you. All right, thank you so much for listening to this training on how to use Calendly to create in-person interviews. It's very customizable. It's a great product. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day and reach out if you need anything. All right, bye.